Yes, a very good afternoon, very good evening, and a very good morning. My name is Caleb S. Pillar, a trainer in journalism and mass communication. Apart from that, I do a variety of things. But today I'm here to talk about something very important. I come as a life coach, guidance and counseling, and also many other things. So today I want to talk about a very important thing that you out there who is watching me needs to know. So take your time and take your pen and book and take cue notes about these things that I'm going to teach you. From my life as a trainer in journalism and mass communication that I've done for a certain period of time, I have studied some laws that govern the earth, and one of the laws is the law of opportunity. So today, sit back, relax, and I'm going to talk to you about the laws of opportunities. So I hope you're there. Thank you. So what is opportunities? Opportunities, if you believe in the universe is governed by a supreme thing. So opportunities are things that are brought by this superior thing. To Christians, they call it God, and they call him God. Yeah. So God is the one who gives these supreme opportunities, or they are brought by the universe. If you believe in the universe brings these opportunities. So it is a reward to faithfulness. A reward to faithfulness. How faithful are you in regards to what you do? Faithfulness is sticking or commitment to something. Are we together? Faithfulness is sticking or commitment to something. For example, are you faithful to your time? If you're not faithful to your time, I cannot trust you with faithfulness. If you're not faithful to your schedule, you cannot tell me about faithfulness. So the way our bodies have been created, if you look at your two arms, they have grown equally. They are equal. To mean they grow simultaneously. Even your eyes, they are equal. Your face symmetry, you grow going upwards, right? Even if someone is stunted in growth, they grow towards upwards. They don't grow downwards, they grow upwards. So it means there should be some sense of consistency. So faithfulness and consistency are one and the same thing. So what are opportunities? Opportunities by the universe. If you study Brian Tracy, he says that there is something called the law of compensation. So opportunities are a reward of faithfulness. So what are the characteristics of opportunities? Characteristics of opportunities. Opportunities lie in the following categories. Number one, opportunities are rare. Opportunities are very rare. Think about it. Have you seen these people who try and redo something after being in a group setup? For example, you were in high school, then you did not do well. So you find that it is not everyone who goes back to repeat, but it's only an individual who goes back to repeat. This person who has gone back to repeat is as a result of his reward to faithfulness. Also, the universe tends to reward intention. What is your intention behind doing something? Like the reason why I'm doing this video, it's because the intention for me to do it it's something that I've always wanted to do, about opportunities. So it rewards by giving you an able team that wants to come and help you do it. So that is how opportunities operate. They reward intention and faithfulness. Number two, so they are rare. So you find that not everyone can get an opportunity, and everyone tends to lose the opportunity, but they are not very keen to know when they are losing the opportunity. Are we understanding? So it is very important to spot opportunities, and where there is rarity, there is usually a duplicate of the original. So when the opportunity arises, they're usually the duplicate of an opportunity of the original. Think about even your dating life. When you're dating a person who is not very serious, you don't have a duplicate of the same. But when you find that you're in something serious, the duplicate comes to replace the serious one. That's why you find when someone has applied for a job and this job looks like it's going to take this person to a new level, you find that there is a second thing that will come to distract him from the main thing. That's why something called purpose, which I'll come and teach you later. There is purpose, wisdom. I have a whole thing that I'm going to teach you. But you find that when a person is not focused with their purpose, they will be distracted by the duplicate. So the purpose is inside the opportunity. These things intermarry, right? That is, if you believe in universes and the laws in the universe, you'll find that these things intermarry. Purpose is in line with the opportunities, and opportunities cannot operate without purpose. So if you do not understand your purpose, you will distract yourself with the pleasure. That's why you'll find most people get into alcoholism. Though I talked about this in one of the videos on sexual errors. Most people get into alcoholism. Most people get into masturbation. Most people get into sexual immorality because they have been distracted by them not understanding purpose. So there's usually a duplicate of the main opportunities. Number 3, opportunities are God-given or a reward. Like I've said, it's a reward of the universe to your faithfulness. So first, stick to your faithfulness, then opportunities will come your way, right? There are two places in the universe. There are 2 categories of seasons in the universe. First, we need to understand seasons exist in 2 ways for everyone. Myself, yourself, everyone watching, even the richest of the rich, they were once poor, right? So seasons exist this way. There is the bad season and the good season, and they are all determined by 2 things. There is the chronos and the kairos. Chronos is the quality or the quantitative time allocated towards something. Quantitative, from the word quantity. Hours, days, months, years. That is quantitative. And the kairos, the chronos determines the kairos. The kairos is the moment within the moment. So you find that even the richest of the rich, once upon a time, can trace their success to the kairos. Myself, this guidance and counseling thing, something that I studied, you find that I can trace it to moments. Class 7, it's in one of the videos, class 7. That is one of the moments where I realize this is something that I can do. So you find that no one just comes from nowhere. No one, even the person holding the camera behind me, he did not come from anywhere. He had to have the passion so that he can be able to invest in what he's doing, right? So opportunities are a reward to faithfulness and intention. When you are intended to study journalism, opportunities to study journalism will come. And with opportunities come resources. I'll talk about that in wisdom. Wisdom is not eloquence. Wisdom is not what I'm spewing out here. Wisdom is in longevity and resources. Where there is longevity, there has to be resources. That's why you will find many wealthy men who are old. Are we understanding? So by the virtue of amassing age, that's why I tell people not to hurry up in terms of age. By amassing age, you amass wealth. You might be a billionaire at 27, and if you manage to stay to the age of 60, you might be a trillionaire. Are we understanding? So, the reward to old age is wealth. Okay, I will teach that next time. And this can only be sustained by something called wisdom. Wisdom is not eloquence. Wisdom is not English. Wisdom is not Kiswahili. There is wisdom in different categories. Wisdom in marriage. There is wisdom in wealth. There is wisdom in academics. There are people who are wealthy but not academically wise. That means they cannot sustain themselves in matters academics. Wao ndio wanajitoa kwa shule. Sio shule inawatoa. Sometimes systems can reject you, but you can reject the system. Are we understanding? And that is how many people are. You find most people reject the system. Then they blame the system for the system that they rejected. I'll talk about that later. So wisdom is not the English. Wisdom is hidden in longevity. The ability to sustain something. There's someone who says, what you did to get something, you continue doing it to sustain it. And what do you ask? You ask for wisdom. And with wisdom comes understanding. Okay? Understanding is the ability to stand under something. That is the truth. Right? The truth is something you can stand under. That's why you hear it is called understanding. Standing under the truth. So that is another thing about opportunities. Opportunities are hidden in resources. Right? Opportunities attract resources. So, and then another thing about opportunities, about Chronos and Kairos, is opportunities are hidden in the Kairos. Most people don't know this. They waste their chances at their places of work. They waste their chances. Someone will ask, why am I doing this? They waste their chance because this is the Kairos. This is the moment that I can use it to shoot. Because I don't know the next place where the Chronos will be. Where will I be in a particular place where I will not be able to shoot? So that is why most people do not know the opportunity. They do not decipher the opportunities around them. So they are hidden in the Kairos. When you find there is a passion towards doing something at a particular time, there is a resource hidden for you in regards to that. There is a team. The good book says that he brings, or let's say this, the universe tends to tell us that the reward for faithfulness is opportunities and resources are hidden in people. So you'll find you will have the intention, you don't have the resources, but when the opportunity accepts you, the right people will come your way. Now the problem with people is they want to be liked by everybody. You don't need to be liked by everybody. You need to be liked by the right people. Now we understand. You need to be liked by the right people. So when an opportunity comes your way, you take your time and see from January to now, the people who have helped you, are they consistent with your purpose? Your parents helped you in January. February, you met a friend who was temporary. Between February and April, this person disappeared. From April to July, you met a new team. The team that is shooting this is different from the team that shot the video that I have just uploaded. So you find, with the passion, the right people come your way to help you shoot. You understand? So opportunities are hidden with resources, and resources are hidden in people. Resources are not necessarily finances. Resources can be finances, resources can be equipment that you need. That's why partnerships are important. Next time I'll be teaching you about relationships, sustaining healthy relationships. The moment you become a boss of a people, the relationship is broken. But the moment you become a leader, the relationship is sustained long after. Even where I am today, my students from a certain county that I used to teach still talk to me up to today. You understand? It's because I chose not to be a boss. I chose to be a relationship person. Relational. Relationships are not transactional. What do I get from you? It is what you get from me and what I get from you. It is a quid pro quo. Quid pro quo is it is a relation, not transaction. And that is the relationships we have today in dating and relationships. So those are the major keys to opportunities. And I hope you have been writing them down and you have been noting them down. So keep it locked. This and every time that you'll be seen, and like, subscribe, and share on this and every platform. Apart from that, I happen by chance to be guiding in religion. I am a pastor in religion. So I help in regards to religious upkeep. In my students, I help to bring them up in terms of the laws that I've studied, and also relationship-wise, I guide my family. So God bless you, and see you next time.